All right, good morning, freshmen. I hope you've had an awesome end to week 2 of your first semester here at the University of Central Florida. This morning, I'm in Engineering 1. If I made a right turn, I'd be going into the atrium. And if I made a left turn, I would be heading toward the Academic Affairs Office. So come on with me. I want to show you where room 107 is located. Again, this is, hey, good morning, ladies. Good morning. So the Academic Affairs Office is primarily deals with undergraduates, which is what all of you are. Again, you can find it. You can see the window here clearly identifies where to find the office. One thing that I really want you to pay attention to is the fact that we know that you need to meet with your academic success coaches. We know that you may need help in planning your schedule, or if, certain things just aren't working for you. This is the office that you want to come to. If you can't make an appointment, they do have these walk-in hours, and I highly encourage you to take advantage of them. Another thing that you need to know about this office, as you walk in, if you have a desire to meet with an academic success coach and you want to make an appointment, the first thing that you're going to do is come on in here and put in your PID. That is the ID number that has only digits, all right, only numbers. I think it's 7 numbers. So you'll input your PID, and then you'll come over here into the waiting area and sit down. A big mistake that freshmen make is they walk through the doors and they just sit down, and that's not the case. You have really 2 options. Make an appointment, or these wonderful, hi, good morning, say hello to all the freshmen. So what you want to do is, if you have just a basic question about something in your life or something obviously relating to the college, you're going to come here and ask them for help first. If there's a line, you just wait in line. But I guess what I don't want you to do is just come in and just sit down, because no one's going to help you. They have to know what you need. And now what I'd like to do is, last week we had the opportunity to meet the dean of our college, Dr. Michael Georgiopoulos. The college is set up with the administrative hierarchy where we have the dean, and then there are 3 associate deans that help support I think we're over 16,000 students that are in the College of Engineering and Computer Sciences. I know UCF is big, but our college is really big too. Today, you're going to meet the Associate Dean, who is in charge of all undergraduates. Again, that's what you're classified as undergraduate. His name is Dr. Manoj Chopra, and he has welcomed us into his office today. So let's say good morning. Good morning. Hi, Dr. Chopra.
Hello.
Meet the freshmen.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to UCF and welcome to the College of Engineering and Computer Science. I'm very happy to have you join us. And I love this class, the 1006, 1007. You're going to have a great experience learning about the different engineering disciplines. I think it's important that you know this place that Jackie's showing you, because this is Engineering 107. And this is your one-stop shop for all the resources you need to be successful. Whether it's registration, meeting your success coaches, finding out what you need for planning for the future. And talking about planning, I want to point out something. You've got a really good tool called Pegasus Path that you will be working on next week. It sets you up for success, makes sure how you plan your courses as you go forward. So pay attention, work with your success coach on a Pegasus Path. If you design that well, what will happen is you'll have an opportunity to do many other things, such as internships, study abroad, and all of those great experiences that will get you ready for employment and make you very attractive to the employer. So I look forward to working with you all. If you have any questions, stop by or if you see me somewhere, ask me questions. I'm always in the atrium. Again, this is where you find answers. So if you have anything that you don't know where to go, come here, we'll point out where you can go. So I've got a collection, about 23 success coaches that work from here. You have an assigned coach that you can find on My UCF. And with that in mind, please make sure that you know where to go. But if you don't have time to get an appointment, you could also schedule a walk-in, and we've got certain days on which days you can just simply walk in and sign up for an appointment. So again, I'm here to help you. My goal has always been, I've been here 32 years at UCF, And my goal has always been to be, set you up for success as you come into UCF. So go Knights, charge on.
Hello again. We are now on the second floor of Engineering 2 in overlooking the atrium. And the reason that we have taken you here this morning is because I want to show students the location of the EPC, the Evaluation Processing Center. You saw my office last week over in Engineering 1, and I can't tell you how many times during a day people pop their head and say, "Hi, do you know where the EPC is?" So this is why I want to make sure you all know where the EPC is. Again, we're in Engineering 2, overlooking the atrium, and we're on the second floor. If you look, you will see the frosted windows with the lights behind them. That is the EPC, all right? But, can we make it easy for you? Absolutely not, because where you think you're going to enter, not the case. That is the exit only. What you're going to do to get to the entrance of the EPC is you're going to head down this hallway, make a right, and then another right, and you'll see students gathered, and that's the main entrance for the EPC. Okay, so now we're going to head from the EPC toward one of the engineering office suites. And this is where the office for the International Engineering and Computer Science program is located. Our goal this morning is to meet with Nick Schenk, who is the managing director for that program. All right, so we've entered the suite, and you're just going to kind of head to the back. And here we are. It's room 202D.
Come in.
All right. Good morning,
Hey,
Nick.
good morning.
How are you doing? Good to see you.
Good to see
All right,
you.
thanks for letting us
Please.
join you. I'll have a seat. Thank you so much. Nick, I'd like you to meet our awesome engineering freshman. Again, students, this is Nick Schenk. He is the manager for International Engineering and Computer Science program.
Well, it's great for you all to be here today. I really am excited to share with you the International Engineering and Computer Science program. As Ms. Sullivan said, my name is Nicholas Schenk. I manage the program. I'm excited that you all had an opportunity to review the material in the module that we put together. It is a really great opportunity for you as a student to engage in this kind of programming. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that I really hope each of you has an opportunity to engage in and really explore the world around you to get a better understanding of what it is to be an engineer in a global society, and to prepare yourself with some of these soft skills like flexibility, cultural understanding, right? These are very critical when you get out into the workforce. And I hope that today will entice you a little bit more as we will have a student panel, and we're going to take this opportunity to share with you the experiences that some of your peers have had that came before you. All right, so let's go ahead and check in on that student panel, all right?
All right, let's go hear from the students. They're the best people to explain the program. Oh, before we go inside and meet our panelists, I just wanted to mention to everyone that the students you'll be hearing from this morning traveled abroad for a full semester. Within our IECS program, within our study abroad program, the college also has an opportunity for engineering students to travel for only 4 weeks abroad. They're called the UCF centers, and we have a UCF Rome center, and we also have a UCF Barcelona center. I had the opportunity of teaching ENV 3001 in Barcelona during the past 2025 semester, and I'll be teaching the same course, ENV 3001, in Rome in 2026. So that's an opportunity that's available. We have a total in 2026 of 9 faculty who will be going to either Barcelona or to Rome for 4 weeks. You will be speaking to everyone in English in your classes. You'll be taught by UCF professors, and we will be guests at universities in either Barcelona or Rome. So again, just wanted to clarify, make sure that you know the difference and the 2 different opportunities that are available to you. With that being said, let's go meet our awesome engineering students who had incredible adventures studying abroad.
Hi guys, welcome to our panel today. I'm Bianca Flores and I am a junior here at UCF studying civil engineering, and I just got back from Madrid, Spain, where I studied at the University of Comillas. So I'm here today with...
Hi, I'm Emma. I'm a junior studying environmental engineering with a minor in bioengineering. I spent the spring at the American University in Cairo and the summer in Kaiserslautern, Germany at the RPTU.
Hi, my name's Sam. I'm a senior in aerospace engineering, and I spent the spring in Toulouse, France at the ISAE Supero.
Hello, my name is Alex. I'm a senior in electrical engineering. I studied abroad over at the University of Surrey in the United Kingdom last spring.
All right, so our first question today, Emma, if you don't mind answering. So what was the biggest challenge you faced while you were abroad, and how did you manage to overcome it?
I would definitely say balancing academics and getting the grades I want while also hanging out with all the cool people I met and sleeping. Pulling all those all-nighters to get the grades I want was a bit rough. But I just talked to my friends and we were all like, yeah, we want good grades. Let's, have quiet study time and then we can still hang out. And it worked out pretty well.
It's great.
I think my biggest challenge was really just figuring out the different terminology. France is definitely a little bit more technical when it comes to the language in their engineering classes. They like doing everything in their own way. So just trying to figure out, maybe you learned a theory under the name of whoever created the theory, they use the French person, even if it's the exact same theory. So just trying to match those was probably the hardest one.
That's interesting. So I was just going to say, kind of similar to him, I actually got a chance to do research while I was abroad. And I was definitely a little bit out of my league when I first started. So I think my biggest challenge was just being able to ask for help from the Spanish professors and the staff and just being comfortable with, trying to do this research under the best of my abilities. So Alex?
I would say my biggest challenge was just getting used to the academic system that they have over there. I don't know why in my head I thought it would be a one-to-one, but it was not only was the grading system just different, but also how they have things weighted. We all come from engineering, right? So we're all used to having homeworks, labs, quizzes, and then our final exams, maybe some projects as well. But when I was over in Surrey, it was basically just one project that was worth 20% of your grade, and the rest was just a final exam, and that was it. So just getting used to, and not only that, but also within the courses themselves, the way that they had taught prior, because I was coming in at that point as a junior. They over in Surrey, they only do 3 years for their engineering, and so because of that, I felt maybe a little bit behind, or I felt maybe I wasn't necessarily at the same level as others. So I just had to get used to trying to play a little bit of catch up while I was over there and asking help from my classmates.
All right. Okay, so our next question is, what was your most memorable experience while abroad?
So in Germany, I joined a lacrosse team and I hadn't played lacrosse in 2 years. So we actually went to a tournament in southern Germany, sort of in the forest. So coming from Florida, one, I'm really happy to be back playing a sport I loved, and then two, mountains. Wow. So we pull up to this sports complex and we walk in and it's sunset and it's just a beautiful cotton candy sky as you walk in, and you see just a ton of lacrosse fields and everyone just playing catch and camping, and it was just, I was whoa, that was probably the best weekend I had all summer.
That's awesome.
I think one of my most memorable experiences was a trip that we did to Marrakesh in Morocco. That was definitely my favorite. It was a really amazing experience just to see how friendly everyone was. We did a guided tour where they take you out into the desert. You do a camel ride, and then we got to camp out a night in the desert, and then they bring you back. It was really cool architecture, but it was amazing getting to meet everyone down there and their different experiences being in the middle of the desert.
I was actually going to say something similar. So I also got to do a trip to Marrakesh and see the sunset in Sahara and camp out there. And that was honestly one of the most surreal things. I feel like if anybody goes abroad, try to go, because it was truly amazing. But not just experiences, but something I would say that was very memorable was honestly just the people that I met. I think I made so many amazing friendships from people around the world who I'm still keeping in touch with. And even the professors, I still keep in touch with some of them. So I would honestly say the people that I got to meet and just everyone I got to talk to was extremely memorable. And I'm very grateful that I had a chance to make such great friendships and connections.
For me, it was, I made a group of friends while I was over there. And what we did around our spring break, which was like a month long, which was also something I had to get used to. Was we did a trip around Europe where we just went to a bunch of different of like the major cities. We ended up going to Belgium, Berlin, Amsterdam, and exploring other little places within each of those cities as well. And it was just such a fun experience to just be able to go out and just be like, not necessarily carefree, but like be just with people that I've met and just make these bonds with these people that I guess maybe in like without the study abroad, I wouldn't have made otherwise. I just thought it was a lot of fun. It was just a week of fun. And then afterwards I was super exhausted.
All right, so our last question today is, what advice would you guys give to someone who's planning on studying abroad and regarding things that they might not expect?
I would say, like, bring a little first aid kit. Like, you know, the things that your parents give you when you're a freshman, and it's like, oh, in case you get a cold. Because when I'm sick and abroad and there's a language barrier, I don't really want to go out to the pharmacy and try to like explain my symptoms and just like, please just like give me some oranges. Give me some allergy medicine. Like, I couldn't get allergy medicine. I had to get someone to like go with me and get allergy medicine. So if you can't bring it into the country, maybe your first week, find a local, be like, hey, can you take me to the pharmacy and just get like a little, in case I get a cold, kit.
I'd say expect to travel way more than you thought you would, no matter how much you think you're going to do coming in. Like, I was fortunate that we ended up doing a trip almost every weekend, but just expect to travel a lot more than you planned. Think of a few places that you want to go, but there will always be even more than that. And just try and be prepared for how much money that's going to cost. Obviously, everything's a little bit cheaper in Europe, especially flights. I know everyone else can probably speak to that, but it'll still add up eventually.
All right, so I was just going to say, the biggest thing is just learn to be comfortable with adapting, whether that's, like he said, like you're going on a trip every weekend, and sometimes those trips might not work out the way you think. Sometimes you think you're going to France, and then flights are actually cheaper to the Canary Islands. So, and not just in like the regards of traveling, kind of what Alex mentioned, where the grading system is different. You just have to go in with the mindset of things aren't going to look the same, and you just have to have an open mind and be prepared that, okay, I have to learn new things and try to be comfortable with that, because the sooner you learn that everything is not going to be exactly that you planned, the better it will be and the more spontaneous and the better time you'll have, I guess.
For me, I would say it's be prepared. And I know be prepared is like an obvious thing, but when I went over there, and this applies also to the European countries and other places that I visited, but I was just like, I was fortunate within the few weeks of being there, I met someone who was really good at navigating the subway system. But had that not been the case, I would have been like, and like, again, I was in England, so it was easy to at least ask people for help. But when I went over to like places like Germany, Amsterdam, that's not necessarily the case. In addition, I didn't bring with me a phone charger, which was a huge mistake, because everything was tied to my phone. Like, your train tickets are tied to your phone. My debit card was tied to the phone. And so when my phone had died in the city, I had to go looking around for a single person who had an iPhone charger, which isn't the situation you want to find yourself in.
Definitely bring portable chargers.
Right.
Yes.
All right, well, I guess that was our last question today. And now that you've heard a little bit about our experiences and our trips, please let us know where you want to go by scanning the QR code. You have 2 minutes, and the program would really like to know where you would like to go.
So when do I get? Am I getting one of those? No. Yes.
Maybe.
Okay. Well, Caitlin, um, obviously you seem to be pretty awesome with the color guard stuff. So would you like to introduce to some of the incoming freshmen about what that is and what it's about?
Yeah, so my name's Caitlin. I'm part of the Marching Knights. I'm section leader for the color guard. It's really fun. I've done it every year that I've been at UCF. It's a really fun opportunity. That video was really fun to film. The football players are so nice.
I'll have one soon.
Yeah. You're on the
Sure.
next one, right?
Then I should be, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can
Okay.
teach you how to throw a flag.
Wait, no, I just meant like hype video in general.
Oh, you don't. Oh, so you
I mean,
don't,
no, I'm not saying not throwing a flag is not cool. I'm saying like I would.
So you're not interested.
No, like I please help.
I'm joking.
No, I know. Hopefully. What's it called? So, is there any other? I mean, like obviously you already get your own hype video, so you're pretty cool already. But like, do you get are there any other like cool things we should know or anything like that?
I don't know. I just love UCF.
Yeah.
That's one thing to know. I'm a 5th year in aerospace engineering.
Twin. Well, 4th year, but twin.
Oh,
Twin arrow.
I'm
Twin arrow
graduating
though.
this year.
Same here.
Don't worry.
Twin.
Don't worry. I have a minor in international engineering, which meant I studied abroad, which was
Okay,
really
that's cool.
fun. Yeah, I went to the University of Surrey, which is in England, but I took like every weekend to go to a different country, which was really cool. So I've seen a lot of Europe. You have a minor too, right?
I do, and my minor's in computer science.
Sick.
What's it called? Yeah, I just I noticed a lot of the technical electives lined up. Like we need 3 for our program. Therefore, I just said, hey, might as well. We already have to take Intro to C as engineering majors,
Sure.
so I just did the rest, and that's an opportunity for all y'all as well. What's it called? Yeah, in terms of study abroad, I have not done that. Obviously, like the hype video entails. Caitlin's pretty cool. I've only been to Mexico, and that's only Cozumel. So that was just for
that
fun.
sounds fun,
That was for
though.
funsies. Yeah, it was. It was pretty cool. What's it called? Yeah, I don't. Any questions for me?
Yeah, I mean, outside of school, because engineering's cool and all, but sometimes I need a break. Like, what do you like to do
Oh, I can
outside
tell.
of classes?
All sorts of breaks all the time. I love just being physically active. I go to the gym here on campus. Well, at least I will here because like my schedule like works for it. But normally I don't work out here because it's literally a zoo. I also like play pickleball like every other person here
I
on this
love
campus. Don't go to the courts here. I mean, you can,
They're
but
always
like,
full.
yeah, no, I would say where I play, but like I can't leak that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
sensitive
that,
information.
yeah, no, I can't have those other courts be flooded. Also, like I play spike ball like around, so like Memory Mall or just wherever when it's not like 200 degrees outside. Also, I'm enamored by food.
What kind of food? Just all food?
Good
or
food, only good food. Like
Is
if
there
any of
food
y'all
that's bad?
yeah, there's a lot of bad food.
Oh.
But like, if y'all have any questions about like, well, at least no, anytime you see me, I'll answer. Any like, particular food, any genre, any subclass, I'll give you the
Subclass?
best restaurant. What do you mean subclass?
What is subclass?
Like, as in any like derivative of food. Like if okay, you don't just want chicken, you want like a specific type of chicken. Like you want
Oh.
like chicken wings, like fried
Okay.
chicken, like
So do you have a favorite food or?
fried chicken. Yeah, that's why I brought
fried
it up.
chicken? Oh,
yeah.
okay. I thought you were segueing into that. So.
No, yeah, I do like fried chicken. But I say I'm not gonna leak it here because that's like I can't do that. But if you see me, I'll tell you all the best fried. I have like a map. I have a list on my phone with like all the best food in Orlando.
Okay.
So like, I mean, I'll give you the list after, but like,
Okay.
they have to find me in person.
I mean, right
or
now,
in class.
my favorite food is Taco Bell. And that's
Yeah,
the
so
type
we're
of
actually gonna
food
ignore what
to me.
Caitlin just said. That's
Oh.
that might.
Taco Bell's really good.
I think it's good at like 3 a.m. on like no
Oh,
sleep.
No.
Like
no,
you,
every time is time for Taco Bell. I'm sure they'll agree with me.
unfortunately they probably will, and that's. In terms of other things, like obviously we talked about some of the fun and whatnot. What about like work experience? Do you have anything to tell them about that?
Oh yeah, so I did an REU over the summer, which is a research experience for undergraduates with Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, which was really fun. I worked in like a thermal science laboratory. And then this past summer, I was a test and evaluation intern at Northrop Grumman
Fire.
in Melbourne, Florida. It
Heat.
was really fun.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's super cool. When did you said that was just last summer?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's awesome. I unfortunately haven't been fortunate enough to get any internships, but we're crossing our fingers. You know, maybe let Northrop know. You know,
Yeah,
just put my
I mean,
name
it
out there,
happened.
Like, be like, hey, like, I mean, like,
after
you
my
know, they
fourth
might
year.
not like, they might just be like, hey, like, you know, like this guy, like, he knows
He's
some
cool.
food spots. Like, he knows some food spots. You know,
Yeah,
like,
you can bring in the good food and
right,
snacks
like,
for
you know what I'm
everybody.
saying? Like,
I mean, that's important.
I can do that. That's something I
Yeah.
can do.
That's good. You should put that on your resume.
It is.
Oh, okay.
Wait, you think
top
that's why?
line or
Wait,
what?
do you think that would like negatively contribute to my resume or like
What? No.
that? No, right? That would work.
No, that's what I look for. If I
Right.
were hiring someone.
I mean, that's right.
Yeah.
Can someone else advise on this? I'm being told that I've talked too much, and
Yeah.
Caitlin is just too awesome, and it just
You're
is
awesome
what it is.
too.
Well,
No. Don't downplay yourself.
oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
You know food better than me.
I mean, I knew that though. Like you didn't have
You're
to
a
say that,
connoisseur.
but like I knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that didn't happen. That was like said without being said. But other than us yapping here, we will give you back to the more important people like Ryan and Ella.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening.
All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to GTA Corner. Is that what we're calling this? Go for lunch GTAs?
I think so, for now.
Yeah.
If we come up with something more inspirational, we'll just do a quick change.
That works. GTA Corner it is. We hope you enjoyed the panel. Shout out to our own TA, Alex, on there. Woo! So, Ella, you're decked out here in gear. What you got going on?
Always. The first football game of the season was
Ooh.
last night.
Yeah, editor, we're recording this at a pre-recorded time, so just put a reaction of whether we win or lose.
I hope we win. It's Jacksonville State. But
So, how did you get tickets?
so if you want to get tickets, if you didn't figure it out already, you got to download the UCF Knights app, and then you're going to sign in with all of your UCF information. And from there, you'll be able to join a queue Monday mornings at 10 a.m. is when tickets open up for claiming on the weeks of game day. So make sure you're in that line. If you have Nightmare, you get a little bit of a privilege. So if you want to pay for that, you can get the tickets a little bit earlier. But if you don't get those tickets, you can get a standby ticket. It just does not guarantee you admissions. So if you want to get in, make sure you get in that queue early because the queue does open up before 10. So get in there and make sure you guys get your tickets if you want to go.
And remember, there are 70,000 of us, so
Yep.
it's competition for those tickets.
Absolutely.
All right. So, to the academic things. Pegasus Path is going to be talked about next week during labs. Please, please, please make sure you take it seriously. It's your 4-year plan. We're really looking at 2 years right now for you guys because we know it's intimidating to figure out 4 years. But this plan helps you figure out when you're going to be doing study abroad, any internships, co-ops, anything like that.
Mhm.
As a reminder, most co-ops and internships require you to take a semester off. So that's an entire semester that you are now behind, but you're gaining all of this real world knowledge and know-how that you can't get in the classroom. So it's very important that you plan out for those times. Most companies just do summer internships, but because summer internships are highly contested and there's a lot of applicants applying, you can usually get a little bit more of a chance if you do fall or spring, but that does require you to take a semester off. So make sure you take this Pegasus Path assignment seriously in lab. It will help you. We really want you to be able to know what you're planning to do down the line.
Yeah, absolutely. I know I use Pegasus Path a lot,
Yep.
and it got me through my undergrad. So I would definitely say it's a really, really useful tool. See what you got to do, what you got going on, and it's great.
Yeah.
So you'll learn about more of that in lab next week.
Yep, I revisited it every semester. Even though my plan by my senior year was pretty set in stone, I would still go through and make sure that I was on track to graduate on time. You don't want to be that person that gets to graduation and you're like, I have an extra class. Now I can't graduate.
Absolutely.
We don't want to see that for you guys. It happens all the time, so please make sure you do that Pegasus Path.
Yep, and for all our Monday people, since it is Labor Day and you will not be able to come to lab because campus will be closed, you will have a video about Pegasus Path that you will have to watch and submit the corresponding assignment. And then, for all of the emails that you guys have been sending, if you have any emails, if they are going to Mrs. Sullivan or myself or Ryan, make sure you include all three of us on these emails for any matter regarding lecture or even our labs, unless we are your TAs, of course.
you have to include all three of us so you can get an answer as quickly as possible, and we're all in on the loop as to what you guys are confused about. So include Mrs. Sullivan, myself, and Ryan on all your emails that you have sending out.
It's a team of the three of us. That way we can get through all 2,000 of you as quickly as we can.
Yep.
We know it can be stressful if you email and you don't get a response right away. We're really trying to cut down on that, and you guys can help us by including all three of us on there.
Yep,
If
absolutely.
it's just one of us, we're less likely to respond. So make sure you include all three.
Yep.
What next?
So, for everyone who has been messaging Mrs. Sullivan about the week 1 attendance and being concerned about all those grades and everything, that week 1 will not count towards your final grade anymore. So
We're dropping
please
it.
stop. We are dropping the assignment. So please, no more emails about week 1 attendance. It will be dropped. We will not be responding to anything regarding week 1 attendance. So please, please, please do not message Mrs. Sullivan or either of us about anything regarding week 1 attendance.
With that said, you will still have your free dropped attendance for it. We understand that there were some technical difficulties last week, and we didn't do a great job on our end of explaining how to get to your quiz. So, for this week, you do still have a quiz. Your code's going to pop up here in a minute, but in order to get there, in your lecture web course, you're going to click on the side where it says assignments, or you can go to quizzes, and you will find your quiz there. And you can type in the code, and then you have to take it 10 minutes after this lecture. That is the window of time that you have, unless you have SAS accommodations, where you have extended time, you do get a little bit more, but you have 10 minutes to take it. Write it as soon as this lecture video ends. Make sure you take it.
And then for anyone who has any religious holidays throughout the semester, you have to let all of us know by the end of next week. That is going to be the 3rd week of classes. We cannot fulfill your wishes of having an excused absence for your religious holidays if you do not let us know by the end of next week. So please, 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 if you have anything throughout the semester, let us know as soon as we possibly can so we can make sure everything's set in stone for you for later in the semester.
Yep, that deadline is Friday, September 7th. Sorry, the semester feels like it's flying already.
Absolutely.
Good morning, Intro to Engineering. Are you interested in landing your first internship? Well, I'm Danny, the First Step Socials Manager, and come with me to ask 11 questions to the First Step team.
Hey Danny.
Hi Camila. So, what's First Step?
First Step is a mentorship program for freshman engineers looking for an internship.
Oh, so what's your guys' purpose as a club?
Our main goal is to have all the mentees that we help out end up with an internship at the end of their first year here.
Nice. So, how can a club get you an internship?
We focus on setting up our mentees with mentors that have internship experience, job experience, college experience, and they'll be able to guide you through your first year here.
Ooh, so how could I get a mentor?
Colton, our vice, can tell you all about that.
Hey Colton.
Oh, hey Danny.
So how do I get a mentor?
You can come to our First Step GBM next week, meet all of our mentors in person, and then fill out an application.
What's the application?
The application will ask for some basic contact info, your interest and major, and then your top 3 mentors.
So why is the application important?
The application is very important so that we can best match you with the corresponding mentor to give you the best experience at First Step.
Awesome, thank you.
No problem.
Oh, hey Adriano.
Hey Danny.
So, am I guaranteed a mentor through First Step?
What a great question. No, but don't worry. You don't need any experience. We just want to see passion and interest to achieving your goals.
Oh, so what do I do if I don't get one?
Well, you can always go to the GBMs or ask a mentor on the Discord.
Oh, what other opportunities do you have besides the mentorship?
Well, we're looking towards working with other clubs and collaborating, and we'll have industry speakers coming along for you guys.
Nice, thanks so much.
Of course.
Hi Logan.
Oh, hey Danny.
So what companies are First Step connected with?
That's a great question. We have companies from all across the engineering spectrum, like Northrop Grumman, Lockheed Martin, Blue Origin, Ford, so many more.
Ooh, so what's the most beneficial thing that you could get out of First Step?
Well, in about a month, on October 1st, we have our Career and Expo Fair, and we're going to do everything we possibly can here at First Step so you can put your best foot forward when you're meeting those companies in a month.
Ooh, exciting. Thanks so much. Well, if any of that sounds interesting to you, come to our first general body meeting next week and follow us on Instagram and join our Discord to stay updated. Go Knights, charge on!
To a university who very much well did their homework, blew us out of the water. UCF.
All right. And with that, let's go ahead and take your quiz. Your code should be popping up now, and we'll see you next week. Did we cover everything?
Yes.